Hello friends, in this session we are going to take up another example on puzzles based on arrangement. So let's look at the example. The statement says 6 friends A, B, C, D, E and F are driving to Nainital in 4 cars for a holiday. No car has more than 2 people and the cars are following each other from first to fourth. It is given that C and F are in different cars. First and fourth cars contain only one person who is the driver and D is the passenger in the car driven by A. E is the only person in one of the cars. So now this is the information. Based on this information, let's figure out what can we surely say. So let's first of all draw 4 cars who are following each other. So if they are moving in this direction, we call this first, this is second, third and fourth. Right? So one information says that no car can have more than 2 people. Then it says that C and F are in different cars. First and fourth cars contain only one person. So if fourth car has one person, first car has one person, and in total we have 6 people and not more than 2 in any. So this necessarily means we have 2 people in this and 2 people in this. So 1 person per car in first and fourth and 2 people per car in second and third. And now it is also given that D is the passenger in the car driven by A. So we are saying A and D are together and they can be in second or third car. Right? E is the only person in one of the cars, so E can be in 1 and 4. Car number 1 and 4. Right? C and F are not together. Right? So this means that either they are alone or with B. But they can be in any of the cars. How are we saying this? Because we are saying A and D are always together and E is always alone. So definitely C and F cannot be with any of these. And C and F are not together also. So that means the only person left is B. So one of these two will have to be alone and one of these will be with B. So this is the only option for C and F, but they can be in any of the cars. So this is what we can definitely say from the information which is given in the questions, in the problem statement, in the problem paragraph. Now we come to the questions based on this paragraph. So first question is, who could be traveling with C? So the first question, who could be traveling with C? So we've just said that C and F are not together. They can be either alone or with B. So C cannot be with A, cannot be with D because A and D are together and no more than 2 people are there in the car. So these 2 options ruled out. C cannot be with E. So the only possible option is option 2, which is B. So this is the right answer here. So moving on to the second question based on this paragraph. If third car contain A and D, which is definitely true? Now, if we see third car has A and D. Right? So now we know that we've already said that C and F cannot be together. So that means B has to be with either C or F. So this necessarily means that B has to be accompanied with somebody. So B has to be in a car which is the second and third, either of second and third cars, but third car is fixed for A and D. So B has to be in second car, right? So this has to be, this condition has to be met because B cannot be alone. So that means B is with two people and the only other car which can have two people is the second car. So we are saying option fourth, which is saying B is in the second car, is definitely true. Now the same paragraph, we have more questions based on these. So let's look at the third question. We'll again draw these four cars. And we are saying one person here, two people here, two people here. So we have at least this condition. Now the third question says, if C and B are not in the same car, who could be in the first car? So we know that if C and B are not in same car, so the only option is C has to be alone. Why? Because we said that C cannot be with A and D, C cannot be with E, C cannot be with F. So the only possible option is either C is alone or C is with B. Now this question specifies that C and B are not in the same car. So that means C is alone. So which means that C could be either in the first or the fourth car. Now looking at the options, A cannot be in the first car because A is not alone. D similarly cannot be in the first car because D is not alone, because A and D are together. Similarly, now we've said that B cannot be alone because B will have to be with F. If C is alone and E is alone, that means B will have to be with F. So C is the only option who could be in the first car. Other three cannot be in the first car at all because they are not alone. So option 3 is the answer. Now let's move on to the fourth question. If C is in a car ahead of A, which is definitely incorrect. So we are saying, first of all, A and D are together, which gives us that these two are in second or third car. Now knowing this, C is ahead of A means C can be in first or second car, right? Because C cannot be in the third and fourth car if C has to be ahead of A and D. So this necessarily means that C is in the third car is definitely incorrect. So option 1 is the answer to this question. Friends, you can visit us at our Cool Smart Learning website and subscribe to our YouTube channel to get updates on the new sessions.